Hey everybody, welcome back to the Cows channel. If I sound a little subdued, it's because it is the day before Thanksgiving here in America, the day that we give thanks. And I am just a little tired. I have an ear infection, which has made me so dizzy that I almost want to vomit. Got checked out on Tuesday night. Was told that I would get medication in an hour. Pharmacy said that they ran out, but they'll get it back today, which is Wednesday, in about 4:30. Checked my order about an hour before, and it said 4:30, but now it said Friday instead of Wednesday, which is not. So I had to call them, and they said, yeah, there was a shipping problem. Hang on a second. Had to spend about 20 minutes on the phone. Found another pharmacy in the same under the same company. I'm not going to say their name because they actually did a really nice thing, which is find medication for me. It was like, instead of being like across the street, practically it was a couple miles away. That's all right. I got the medication, all the medication, already starting to feel a lot better. So it slowed down my, unfortunately, plans for recording. I'm hoping to be able to start recording more episodes and stuff for you guys on Friday, which is why there has not been Dungeon Beneath since this week, and might not be any Dungeon Beneath this week, unfortunately, because I've been so dizzy that anything you've seen this week was pre-recorded before it really started feeling weird over the weekend. So, this is just a quick little happy Thanksgiving. Thank you to the hundreds of you who subscribe to this channel, who share it, who comment, who do all kinds of things. I'm just honestly recording this as I am glancing at the freaking Steam sale. Not that Steam is going to give me any money, but honestly, just because I'm trying to think of other games I can be playing. Because right now we have the Dungeon Beneath, which is good and fun, but we also have an alpha from... this is how dizzy I am. An alpha of Lords and Villains, as well as we're playing through Surviving the Aftermath, which are pretty good. I think 2 or 3 is probably the lowest number of quote-unquote shows or games I ever want on the channel, so that you guys get a fair amount of entertainment and content on a weekly basis. And, that's it. There's tons of upcoming games between now and February, and we found the Dungeon Beneath last year. It's been the biggest game on the Cows channel in a while, so I'm not super concerned about it. And we're doing this for fun. You should have fun. We all could use a little more fun in our lives. I've seen a lot of this Mini Motorways game, but I don't know how good that would be for the channel. I have some alphas and betas that I'm keeping track of. I have some games written down that may or may not come out. I have a couple of games, 1 or 2 games that were suggested to me. One that was suggested to me by my brother. It looks to be like a... Let me find it on the wish list. It's coming in early December. Date added? Yeah, this Wolfstride game looks like it has a really cool aesthetic and stuff. I have no idea. It says action, combat, anime, mecha, strategy, and 2D. I don't know what that means, and I haven't seen anything. Yeah, I have to freaking see some gameplay. I need to see more gameplay before I can tell if I actually want to play. It looks kind of visually interesting, but I'm not sure. So we'll look into that. If it's good, we'll play it. If it's not, we won't. Super Auto Pets, which is another free-to-play game, maybe. Book of Travels was something I was kind of into. Clanfolk is cool. Collection of Saga is just something I love the... If you don't know, Collection of Saga is... It's actually from the Saga Frontier version of games. But in reality, it was always meant to be the... but in the West, they called it the Final Fantasy franchise, because Saga hadn't really come out in Final Fantasy, and Frontier had, and the developers at Square said, well, they know what Final Fantasy is, they're kind of similar, so they released it here. Tactical Galactical looks like a really just fun game, but it doesn't have a... Kingdom Workshop looks like a kind of management thing that I'm kind of into. Farming Life got mixed reviews, so I haven't gotten around to playing it. Prop Night, maybe, but I don't know how good that's going to be for the channel. Hotel Magnet, unfortunately, got mixed reviews. The Pioneers looks really good and high production value. My issue is that there's only 3 characters and it's a lot of micromanaging. Battle of the Bands just looked fun, but I'm probably not going to play that. Kaiju Wars looks really fun. I'm probably going to play that. Well, Shelter Manager. Is this an early access? Or yeah. It's an early access. You have to manage a bunch of shelters in America. What else we got? This is literally just my Oh, I love Starship Troopers, you guys. I love Starship Troopers. So getting to play a Starship Troopers game is going to be a lot of fun. I really hope I get the chance to do that here on the channel. Colonize. Looked interesting. It's in early access. I'm trying not to just... This is in early access as of today. But I'm trying not to do a ton of early access stuff because you can never tell. The crust looks kind of interesting. Release date tomorrow? Really? Interesting. I'll have to check that. And see. Tavern Master. Very positive. Night is coming. Kind of an interesting concept. Midnight Suns. A little disappointed the fact that it's not going to be the awesome tactical expertise of XCOM. It's going to be like a very flashy card battle game, kind of, sort of. But it's been delayed even more, so I don't even know. You know, and it's still in early development, so we have no idea how far it's not coming out in March anymore. The Stardew, which is pretty much just like RimWorld in space, if I remember. But that doesn't have a release date anytime soon. Orphanage was a game I had seen a ton of. It looked kind of interesting just because of the aesthetic. Then it went away for a long time. Then you start hearing stuff about it again. It's in private alpha. We're not going to be playing that anytime soon. Frostpunk 2, not anytime soon. Monster Crown, which is just, you know, everyone wants the next Pokemon. Recipe for Disaster is in early access, and I kind of want to play it, but it's in really early access. And again, I'm trying not to... would you guys like it if the channel shifted a bit more to early access stuff for a bit? I'm not sure. Dice Legacy looked interesting, but didn't really capture. Natural Instincts is an early access successor. Is a really cool concept, but not anytime soon. Kingdoms Reborn. Early access for Across the Obelisk, but eh. I've also Anvil Saga looks really cool, and it's supposed to be coming out. It looks like the kind of game that we really like to play on this channel, and it's supposed to be coming out this year, but it hasn't. It's almost the end of this year. And that's about as far as the wish. We go on forever. Your wish list can be huge if it's like mine. Look at 158 games, and a lot of them probably. I try to clean it out once a year, and I probably need to do it more often than that. Would you guys want more early access stuff? Would you mind that? Is that okay? I mean, the channel doesn't make any money. The channel doesn't have any commercials, so we can make it whatever the hell we want. And I'm going to play stuff that's fun, but I don't want to. And there's just random stuff. Before the channel got branded, it was Advanced Gaming Cow with a K, just because of reasons. 2 Point. I love 2 Point so much. I love 2 Point games so much. So I really want to play 2 Point Campus. Metal Slug's Tactics, it's going to be hard, but it's going to be really good. The Last Spell looked really good. It's really in early access, so I don't know if it's going to be fun. Godlike Burger, which is you doing a bunch of really cool stuff with burgers. War Pips, early access still. Tactical Troops, but I don't think I ever played this game. The Lake was something I really interested in, but, you know, First Feudal... Did this come out? Oh yeah, this is the... it's like a really in-depth... You go from like building with just 3 people, like building a massive nation if you want. That always looked cool, but I don't know if it's something that you guys would watch or would get any views or... Farmlanders was kind of interesting, but I kind of fell out of that. Dual Gear. I love mecha games, as you've probably seen. It's in early access. This Majin War thingy, Gourd, which is like this dark kind of aesthetic. Strategy Colony Sim RTS, coming out next year. This is basically just FTL but with better graphics. Base 1, I really want to play Base 1, but it's so micromanagey that it didn't look fun anymore. Kingdom Builders, a bit micromanagey. Ninja Turtles, maybe just for the hell of Ninja Turtles because I love Ninja Turtles. To the Rescue came out this month, but I wasn't sure if we had enough time. Tastemakers in early access. It's another restaurant thing. Xenonauts 2. See, the problem with all these XCOM-like games is that they get the combat decently well, and then they just put on like the most basic base building and character. Well, XCOM, you feel like you're attached to your soldiers. You can give them backstories. You can give all kinds of cool stuff. But it had really cool base building that was fun, and other games just don't bother to do that. Orc War Chief, kind of interesting. Fights in Type Spaces, still in early access. Kilta, early access, and not the best reviews yet, so hopefully they improve it. Okay, this is kind of Final Fantasy-like, and Tactics-like, excuse me. Home Behind 2, early access, but looked really interesting. The Wandering Village, I really want to play this. It's in early access, though. Religion Inc. God Simulator. Kind of an interesting concept, but in early access and not the best reviews. Almost 70%, though. It's not terrible. This was interesting, but it's nowhere near out. Hammer Ting did pretty well, but I'm just not sure. This game, I don't even know why this is on my wish list. I didn't even know this came out. Against the Storm is not coming out until Q4 of 2022. Good lord. Gladiator Guild Manager might be really fun. I've seen some stuff. Mana Lords looks really good. Solar Baron, I'm not sure, but maybe. Cartel Tycoon looks interesting. Still in early access. Make Your Kingdom. And not anytime soon. Traveler's Rest, early access. And maybe a little too in depth. I just kind of like RPGs, so sometimes I play this. Starbase Startopia looked interesting, but only got mixed reviews, unfortunately. But, you know, there's a ton of games that we could be playing. So I just want you guys, I hope that this Thanksgiving you actually get to see people. I'm going to get to see family because thankfully my dizziness has stopped. I don't feel like I'm going to vomit if I have to sit in the car for a couple hours, which to go see family, I got to drive tomorrow for a couple hours. So, guys, happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I hope that you are doing better, getting healthier, getting to hang out with people, getting to have good food, or just watch football, whatever your traditions may be. And I hope that you enjoy everything that we've accomplished on the channel this year, because we already blew past my expectations for this channel this year. And we're on the march to 500. And yeah, it's going to be a march, and we're going to do it because it's going to be fun. Guys, thank you all so much. You have no idea how much every time you comment or like a video or even just watch a video, how much it means to me. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Play some games, have some fun. Happy Thanksgiving, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye! God, I have too many games I want to play.